blue. This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. We are in downtown Atlanta at Dawgs Stadium, home field for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined to the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Dogs will kick this deep to get us going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. So the Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first here. When Georgia and Georgia Tech collide, both sides expect a tough physical game. Georgia typically has the upper hand, is expected to win, Kirk, but they see the Yellow Jackets over there.
I think it's an interesting perspective when you look at these two teams.
Here, 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
There are a lot. You see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move here.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great
swarm by the pass rush, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. They bring him down after a short gain there. Both teams settling and looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Georgia's offense out there for their first possession. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep in the very first play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught on the crossing pattern. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. First down here for this offense.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Looking to throw yet again. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, this is what this quarterback can do. You got all the receivers and the backs locked up and covered, and he just slips out and takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Great recognition on this one, and this defense is going to have to start accounting for this quarterback going forward.
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets will crank up the tempo. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Ball scooped up by the defense.
Punched it out. Good for you.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here, headed for the end zone. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. And the defense comes up with the football.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They finally corral him at the 1. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and had set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. The receiver grabs it.
No.
Gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Yellow Jackets looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the track route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looking for his big tight end.
Whoa.
Oh, the pass is picked
That's
off.
my fault there.
And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
He'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
That's caught. It's Harvey. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Brought down, but Burke could tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Dogs line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Play action here on 1st down. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt already today. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they'd given up. But here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. It's third down for the offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly on the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. The Bulldogs will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down.
First
The
down.
receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
The Dogs looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Georgia. This passing game is still on fire. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense picks it up on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A huge defensive score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. The quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Screen to the receiver in the flat. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team on the field now. And here's the return. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's caught. Touchdown.
What a throw.
Dogs.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he grabs it for the 2-point try to build this lead even more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Boy, if he just would have been able to catch the ball in his drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
Right behind me. Get the hook. I mean, get
incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance.
Missed it. Doink.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good.
Shut up.
And the score remains very lopsided.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the move now. Back-to-back deep shots. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here.
Oh, he dropped the.
Oh, and
Come on,
he
big
can't
dude.
come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
No.
The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Illegal touchdown.
Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain.
But I do touch it first. Come on, man. Let him touch it and then we can go crazy.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it with ease from 56 yards away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right, looking to throw it deep. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There was no catching him that time. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the... That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Using his legs, it's Cook. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. He'll field it close to midfield. It's a foot race. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Look out, room to run here. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Gets it out quickly to the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 2nd down after that previous play. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Beaver to get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry up.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Can he get there on the ground? And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.